What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to take a look at some new One Piece cards, because firstly, these are very nice, very cool, very interesting cards. And secondly, these cards tell us about other things that are coming, and that makes me very happy indeed. So let's start off with Perona, a new super rare, and it's a beautiful looking one at that. What we got here is a 1-cost 2,000 power counter plus 1,000, and on play, if your leader has the slash attribute, you may look at the top 5 cards of your deck and put a slash character or green event into your hand, and then put the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Okay, lovely. Here's the thing though, this seems really blatantly, and I don't blame this at all, this seems really blatantly made for Zoro. Like, this is screaming the new Perona and Zoro leader that I showed you a day or two ago. This is Perona and Zoro all over. Remember, the whole point of Zoro is that it is like a slash character. And then, you know, we saw things like Kuina, for instance, which specifically helps the Zoro leader. But then we also saw Koshiro here, and that says that when your cost 5 or lower slash character would be KO'd by an opponent's effect, you can instead rest this character. We've not seen very much of One Piece so far, leaning into these whole, you know, the traits or attributes in the top right-hand corner, slash, special, hit, etc. But certainly this Zoro deck really seems to be doing so. And now, we've got a card here which can literally search for green events or slash attribute characters, but that's it. That's all we've got here. You cannot search for a non-slash character, and it can only search for green events. So it seems to be pushing you to play a mono-green deck, while also pushing you very much to play a slash-heavy deck. And what does that all add up to? The new Perona and Zoro. If we hadn't already seen the new Zoro, I'd say, well, hang on a second. There's clearly a green slash leader coming, but we don't need to do any of that. We've literally already seen it. Although, interestingly enough, this was revealed on the official Twitter, and Zoro was revealed in a magazine, so there might be people out there that see this on the Twitter who haven't seen this in the magazine, and that's going to get a little bit confusing. Good news is you guys are watching my channel where I'm showing you all the reveals no matter where they come down, so we can keep up very nicely indeed. Is this enough to make the Zoro deck busted? No. Is it a really nice one-drop that has a counter and helps you to search for the things that you need? Yes. Yes, it absolutely is. So, I've got my eye on Zoro Leader. I'm not yet willing to sit here and say the Zoro Leader is going to be amazing or busted or any of that. But I am sitting here looking at the Zoro Leader going, you know what? This is looking kind of fun. But it's not the only thing that's gone and been revealed. We've got a new Zeff. Who doesn't love Zeff? I love Zeff. My kids have watched the Barate part with me. They love Zeff too. What have we got here? 4 cost, 5,000 power, counter plus 1,000. And we've got a skill that says when a Don card is returned to your Don deck, if your leader is Sanji, this character gains rush for the turn. Oh. Well, yeah, we're getting a Sanji leader. And we know we're getting a Sanji leader. We know for 100% fact that we are getting a Sanji leader, because this card literally makes absolutely no sense whatsoever if we don't get a purple Sanji leader in this set. Can't happen. Because so far, if we look at the Sanji leaders we've got, well, we did get a Sanji leader nice and early in OP-12 that was green-blue. We then got a Sanji leader in Premium Booster 01, which was red. And then we got another green-blue, and this is actually a hybrid Zoro Sanji leader in Starter Deck 12, but still green-blue Sanji leader, or hybrid Sanji, but still Sanji's on the card. My point is, this is a purple card that only works if your leader is Sanji. We have no purple Sanji leader right now. This card literally doesn't work unless we get a Sanji leader. So the only sensible prediction here is Sanji leader's coming. Yay! I'm starting to think we are just getting monocolor leaders this set. I know we've seen those rumors of the Mihawk, which is going to be a dual color, and that may well end up being true, but I've not seen any proof of that. And it really is seeming like it's all adding up here into mono leaders. Could be wrong here. Absolutely. But you know what? I'm willing to put my stamp down. And if I'm wrong, cool. There'll be fun leaders we can have a little bit of a look at. So we know we've got a purple Sanji leader coming. Let's assume we are getting one. We still don't have enough information. Because the thing is, this character gains Rush, which incidentally, Rush is only a relevant skill on the turn you play it. Soon as you've played this card, every other turn, Rush becomes irrelevant. You can't really gain Rush after that. So it's going to be interesting to see how this kind of comes down. Because are we going to see a Sanji with a Don minus skill? Because if we do, then the Sanji leader gives you the Don minus skill, and then we can play Zeff as a 4-cost, and it's a 4-cost 5k Rush, and that's awesome. If the Sanji leader doesn't have a Don minor skill, however, then we're not going to have another leader. It's got to be Sanji, which means we've got to find some other way to return Don to our Don deck. And most of that is going to be playing cards with Don minors, but you still got to play the card anyway. So I think, well, we're definitely getting a purple Sanji leader. That's a given now. I think we're also going to see some kind of Don minor skill on the leader to give this Rush. And I do get confused by some of these reveals from Bandai sometimes, because you look at this Zeff here and you're like, well, they've given away there's a Sanji leader, but they haven't shown it to us yet. But we also kind of need to see the Sanji leader to judge how good this Zeff is. It looks super interesting, it looks like it could be very good, but we don't actually know that yet. Sorry about that. But we also know that we are getting, well, we don't know we're getting a Black Animal Kingdom Pirates leader, but it certainly seems like we're getting one. How about Poker? And actually, we'll get there in a second, but it's a vanilla. We've got Mizerka as well. So, starting off with Poker then, we've got 3-cost, 4k, counter plus 1,000. And activate main once per turn. You may return 3 cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck in any order. And up to 2 of your Smile characters gain 2,000 power for the turn. Cool. This is Animal Kingdom Pirates / Smile, and it is black. Now, we don't have to get that here. We don't have to get a Black Animal Kingdom Pirates leader or any of that, because we've seen Black Animal Kingdom Pirate leaders. Similarly, if we go and have a look at Smile, we don't have a leader, but then if we have a look, Sheepshed from OP-08, or Gin Rummy from OP-08, as examples. Hamlet from OP-08. They are all Smile characters. They're all also Animal Kingdom Pirates. They tend to go hand in hand. So I think we're getting a Black Animal Kingdom Pirates leader. Is that confirmed? No. And unlike we saw with Zeff a minute ago, we don't actually need to have a Black Animal Kingdom Pirates leader coming down in this set, because we have had some before. We had King, I'll be honest with you. We've got OP-08 King. That's actually the only one we've had in terms of Black Animal Kingdom Pirates leaders. So I think we're probably getting a new one here. I think that's what we're being told. But it is worth pointing out we don't have to have one here because we got the King back in OP-08. That does mean that these cards make a little bit of sense. I think we're getting them. I think there's a new one coming. But like I say, this isn't one that absolutely has to be in the set. It's just one that I think will be. General rule of One Piece is that if we're getting a bunch of new cards in a particular color, they usually match up with a leader in the set. But that's not an absolute guarantee. Let's be perfectly clear. So is this card any good? It's not terrible. I mean, look. Returning cards from trash to the bottom of your deck. We know that black is absolutely comfortable self-milling, so that's going to work quite nicely. And then it's an activate main that just boosts your Smile characters, 2 of them, by 2k for the turn. And the cool thing here is it's not a restless character, so you don't have to rest it and make it a valid attack target and put it in harm's way. You can just leave it on the field, using this once per turn, boosting up all of your Smile characters, just so long as you can keep cards in your discard, because obviously you've got to put them on the bottom of your deck in order to activate this skill. I think this could be really cool. Now, the Black Smile characters we've got so far, I don't think they're great. So I don't think we're there yet in terms of having great cards. I think there's more Smile cards coming in the set, but this could be very good if we get the right cards. One of which could be Mizerka here, and it's fine. 6 cost 7k, counter plus 2000. It's a newer style of generic card, vanilla card, where instead of being 2 above the cost, we're 1 power above the cost, but counter plus 2k. So instead of being a 6 cost 8k, counter plus 1k, we're a 6 cost 7k, but that extra k goes down onto the counter, which I think a lot of the time I would much prefer anyway. Okay, that's cool. It's alright. Certainly if you're boosting it up with Smile, that's going to help quite nicely, so I'll allow it, ladies and gentlemen. I'll allow it. It's not a stunning card that we have to play, but, it's alright. It'll do. Plus, I think this is our first Mizerka card, if I remember correctly. I don't think I've seen any before. I will have a quick double check before I upload the video. For now, I want to know what you think about all of these lovely new One Piece cards. So tell me in the comment section. Get us! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWasi. That's where we talk about One Piece and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.